Hey, how's it going? Quick update from today. The final presentation of the week, which was the sort of accountability and check-in call with Salesforce. So this is the third session with them. The first two sort of 90-minute proper interactive presentations. There was a 21-day online program between the first and the second session, and then we had this one as that sort of catch-up questions accountability call as well. And I wasn't really sure how it was going to go. I wasn't sure how many people were going to attend. I think we only had about 10 or so coming onto it, which is actually more than I thought we were going to have. I had a very loose idea of what we were going to go through. Essentially, it was a very free-flowing session. But it was a really good opportunity actually to kind of find out from them what they'd put into practice, and many of them, all of them, I think, had done something, which was good. So some good positive reports back. Some questions on what happens next as well, which is always good to get as well. So well, I'll have a think. And also kind of an opportunity then to talk about how to do more of the things that they're doing and to kind of teach lessons, I guess, off the back of what was brought up and answer the questions that were asked. So it was a good opportunity, I thought, actually, to think on my feet, to actually access some unplanned content that's up here, and didn't know what was going to come at me, didn't know what the questions were going to be, what the comments were, but to actually bring in other relevant bits that we've covered on the course and the session so far, and also from other knowledge and experience that I've got. So actually, I felt that it went pretty well. It's only a 30-minute session. It'd be interesting to hear their feedback and thoughts on it as well. And of course, I've got the other Salesforce cohort to do as well, although we've got the second proper session actually next week. I think it's next week. Yes, the 30th. So that was the main presenting thing today. And I've actually managed to cut a good bit of time out today to do some study, some work towards this course that I'm putting on in September. A new course, kind of unrelated to the speaking stuff, but actually what I'm learning about is probably going to have some crossover to it as well. But two other speaky things. I had a catch up with my good friend Jerry Duffy this morning, and just to see how he's getting on. We haven't caught up in a while. He's been really busy, so that was really good. I always get a lot of good ideas when I speak to Jerry. He's been such a positive influence and like an unofficial mentor, I guess, for me over the last few years with my speaking. And he runs a wonderful Standout Speakers Club, it's called. So it's a kind of a membership program that I've been a part of over the course of the last 9 months or so, and I've caught some of the content that he's been putting out in there. And so we were just talking about kind of membership programs and stuff, but also other ideas for kind of developing speaking professionals in the world of professional speaking as well. So that was good this morning. And then the other kind of thing that I did today, and probably the main thing beyond the presenting, was I gave myself half an hour, as I've been saying I'm going to do for ages. I gave myself half an hour to sit down and put together the PSA Showcase application form. So I did it, probably only took 15 minutes actually, but it's just one of those things. Sometimes you just think, oh, it's going to take ages. I don't know what I'm going to write. I don't know what I'm going to put. So I've just been putting it off. But a conversation I had yesterday, I was doing a mentoring call with somebody who's, again, in the PSA, and she is doing Speaker Factor. So I was having a call with her, and I said, oh, I really, I haven't done my showcase yet. I keep meaning to do it. So that was the nudge that I needed, I think, to actually get my arse in gear and complete the application form. And in doing so, you select which regions you want to apply for. So I put 4 different regions down: my region, London, and then the Southeast and the Southwest, because I've got some sort of connections with each of those PSA regions, even though I don't think I've been to a Southwest meeting yet, virtually or otherwise. But either way, it just meant that I've there's more opportunities, because it might be a few months that I have to wait before I'm able to do the showcase anyway. But then this afternoon I had a call, actually just before I came on to do this video, from my friend Anthony Steers, who is the PSA London president. And I've spoken about him before on these calls, on these video updates, because he's helped me in the past tremendously. Actually, he's been one of the most just so generous. I mean, I've just had such a I really don't know why I haven't done more with the PSA and got more involved, because they've just been so fantastic with support. And Anthony's just been an absolute star over the last couple of years with just kind of his time, helping me, giving me ideas. And so it's just been a real influence. So anyways, the president, he called me. He's known as the telephone assassin. So of course he wouldn't email. He phones you if he wants to say hello or ask you something, which is great. Because it's the problem that I've got. In fact, that's what I've spoken about before. I've had his help with getting over my "but what if I'm disturbing them" issue of making phone calls. Anyway, so he was talking about, we were just having a bit of an update, because as he said, he knows a lot of speakers and he knows what they speak about, but then it gets a bit out of date and it's not as current anymore, and maybe he's kind of got the wrong end of the stick and is not quite up to date with what people are speaking about. So it was a really good opportunity just to have a chat with him, and he's looking at an event in November with some speaker bookers in London, or virtually as it will be, which he might be able to put my name down for, to actually present in front of some speaker bookers, in addition to doing the showcase. So that was, I'm glad that I did that, and also it's just been another encouraging thing to say, right, just got to get onto the PSA just to make sure you just get to as many meetings as you can, and just do it, just immerse yourself in that environment, because it's not just for me benefiting from it, but I've probably got a bit to offer them as well. I'm not just presenting, but I'm already kind of mentoring somebody who's doing Speaker Factor, and just kind of connecting and just being a part of something like that, I think is just what I need to be doing, as well as Toastmasters. But the PSA is so different to Toastmasters. So anyway, it's 7 minutes. That's my longest daily check-in for a while, but on a day that feels like not much has happened, quite a lot probably has happened, and it just feels like I feel like torn between feeling like I'm on the right trajectory, but at the same time a little bit nervous that I'm going into a period of time after June, July, where I haven't got masses of things booked in, although if I compare it to previous years, it's still not looking too shabby. But even so, it's that motivation for me to just keep pushing, keep doing more, keep up with what I am doing to get these bookings coming through. So that's my check-in and update for the day. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and check back in again tomorrow for another daily update. Bye for now.